So today we're rebuilding our hill, as previously mentioned. Uh, this is going to be a quick step-by-step, and if you follow along at the end of the video, I'll show a clip of my friend's base in comparison. Moving on, the first thing we're going to do is the pathing. The pathing is just going to be fairly simple because this is a heavy damage build, and this is the pathing we're going to go for. For now, just place the panels here, here, and here. We might not need that one. And this is a copy of, or an attempt, the first attempt of me copying my friend's build, which is a almost perfected damage build, which you'll also see at the end of the video. I'll show you a clip of everything of his build in comparison. Regardless, moving on, we're going to fill in the walls here, here, and here. We're going to leave this wall empty in case some of the spawns wander through there. We're going to go ahead and fill this whole wall in. The pathing is open, and they'll usually, for the most part, always come through the pathing until some propane decides to blow a hole through a wall. That's always fun. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and place some walls here, here, just along the backing, and just I'm thinking this. Yeah, we're gonna have to have something. We can connect it to the ceiling, our ceiling panels, anywhere we want. I'm gonna choose. We're just gonna. You don't have to have 4. You can use 2 or whatever. I just I kind of want a little safety in case of prevention of a propane or two setting off their propane right there. It would be bad. And we're just going to cover the top up right here for the time being at like this, and just fill it all in here. And this right here is also will prevent the slingers from going any. They'll try to walk through the tunnel and die. And some of the block off we're going to have, we're just going to put in walls just across here. Maybe throw a cone or two here if you end up having a problem with any wall. But I found it's from previous waves, they're still going to try to walk through the pathing. So yeah. But you can have a cone or two here for safety reasons. But we are going to have a wall like that, all the way across, like this. Not necessarily there, just there is fine. You could just block it off like that. But most of the enemies don't even want to go through there. It's usually an assassin husk or two. And believe it or not, that's the pathing we're gonna have for our preset. Out of this does not look right. Hold on. By the end of the video, we'll have a completely working hill. You're gonna have to just bear with me here while I look at the photographs of my buddy's build, because that's what I'm going off of. Is like a 3-minute clip, and I have to look at the clip just to look at the. Yeah, okay, here we go. So the trappings we're going to start with are is wall darts. If you want to alternate wall darts for some of the trapping, let me just think. Let's see, it goes right. Wall darts there. Yeah, completely messed up, as I thought. As reviewing the tape, of my buddy's build. We're going to move this back one. So just remove that thing. We're going to put 2 walls here. And that right there is the pathing. And the square thing was supposed to be right here, is where it's going to be. And we're going to angle, we're going to put this thing up here like this for propanes, and just in case the propane decides to break through or something. And then the wall here, and like that. And then we're going to open those windows and just in case for the wall darts to crisscross around the thing. And then some of the trappings. This is going to be a heavy damage build, and we're going to have some traps near the amplifier. If you don't have the amplifier built already, this is what my amplifier looks like, and we're going to attach. We're going to attach some ceilings to the top of that. Eventually, we're going to attach more ceilings. So yeah, so just put for excuse me. For now, just place this right here, roughly 2 tiles off the ground because it's easier. I know if you placed 3 tiles off the ground for tire drops that we're going to place later on, it does more damage. But regardless, for now, we're just going to have it like that. The wall darts I'm using are these. I'm using 144s and only 144s. It may be best to alternate some of these wall darts with a different setting at the end, if would probably be best anyway. But regardless, this was the wall dart that I'm using, and it's just going to be the basic wall darts, which is has an activation range of 6 tiles, but the darts I think go 3 tiles. Hell if I know. You know, they work. Throw them here. And then here we're gonna just this is just a little damage. The main things we're gonna have to worry about on this hill is propane, and propane is painful here. So we're gonna want hills on your sound walls. And for now, we're just gonna place them like this. And yeah. The first thing the enemies are going to do when they run up through here, though, is they're going to hit a wall. They're just going to have one little slowdown. This will slow them down for like 1 tile. So as they're walking into our main kill box, and hopefully their propane should be knocked off by then. And the timing, regardless, most of the things up here needs hills on the opposite sides of these walls. If you want to 100% wave 30 this, but for now we're just going to do that, and we're at floor freeze traps, which do extra damage when the enemies are frozen, just all along the corridor on the rest of it. Now I'm wanting to think, you just throw another one here. I think a sound wall there. Yeah, three sound walls. Well, those are the main sound walls that you need. These other ones probably aren't even necessary. Regardless, we're now going to add just a little damage, ceiling electric fields. I'm using, I like my 144 ceiling electrics. My buddy has a different setup on his, which works and we'll see at the end of this. Uh, I'll show you whatever. But regardless, we're just gonna fill up a 3x3 of ceiling electrics right there, and at the end of this, you want to put probably some ceiling tire drops to get maximum damage out of them. You can put them 3 tiles in the air, and later on, I think I'll probably end up moving stuff around. We'll see at the end for the final cut. Regardless, this is my rebuild in progress for the most part. And the ceiling, I'm using 130s, just the standard. My buddy has some different ones, which are probably better. And also be sure if you place them that the muffler is facing on the opposite side like this, and this way this will push them toward the opposite side of that muffler, so it's going to be pushing them south. If you're unaware of that tire trap, ceiling drop trap thing, the tires, whenever they fall out, will roll south if the muffler is on that side like this. So yeah. And like I said, this is just going to be a heavy damage build. We're going to have to use a little bit of damage on this build if you don't already have a pretty good heal by now. My buddy's is working, and this is his old build. We'll recap at the end, and I may even go ask him about how impressive my copy of his build is. We may throw that in at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Regardless, you may want to add some block off here once you have a problem with some propane or something. But I did not know why my buddy why this has to have a block off here. Why even if they do break through there, the enemies aren't gonna run down that way. If they go that way, they're gonna have to run all the way around through another trap box. Matter of fact, I would open this up and feel free, enemies come this way. But yeah, I don't think the block off is necessary on the east side. Regardless, my friend has a block off there. Don't forget to upgrade all this to max level on your thing. And I'll go ask my buddy if after testing this, and you may want to go ahead and one little thing you could do with this amplifier is add a little wall here. This will make sure that the enemies only want to walk toward this one corner panel. Regardless, I asked my buddy to come take a look at it. After I did a test, it didn't work correctly. After I built it the first time, I didn't so luckily, y'all are watching the entire video and following along. This is the modifications we're gonna need, and also my buddy does give me permission to show off his build at the end of the thing. So. Luckily for us, he was very helpful. The problem I didn't lift the ceiling. You need to add 2 ceiling drops to the tunnel here on the edge, up here at this end where we whatever, right there at the edge of that wall right there at the 2 things. And also you're going to want to add heavy damage on. I think that's what more damage on the edge Over here, I'll show you the different variant of why my build doesn't work compared to my buddy's build because of the extra damage at the end. Okay, here's the extra things that you're gonna have to add to the thing. One thing you're gonna have to change real quick before we move on to the conclusion is change this wall to the floor a wall launcher, and then put a wall dart. Slap a wall dart on it. Is what we'll do. We'll just slap a wall dart right there, and that'll benefit it. And then this is my buddy's base. He briefly gave me permission, hopefully, I think so, to show y'all the difference. The extra damage you're going to need is next to the amplifier. You're going to add heavy ceiling electrics, like so, surrounding the edges. You're also going to want to add freeze traps next to the edge here, which will stop any propane or assassin host that decides to run through everything. And this is what my buddy's base looks like compared to my step-by-step, which hopefully is really helpful to y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's little ditty. Become a wolf by liking, subscribing, and I hope to see y'all in a future video. See ya. Also thank HC for Life for letting me show off his build.